Okay, so I'm going to take you through the Scotland A and Chile squad for the match on Saturday. So let me take you through the Chile squad. Now, I don't really know anything about Chile as a rugby nation, so if you are Chilean or you're just a fan of Chilean rugby, please do let me know down in the comments, players to look out for, what to expect from this Chile team, and forgive my pronunciations of these players. I do not know how to say most of their names. At number 1 we have Carrasco. At number 2 we have Dusiland. And at number 3 we have Lastra. At number 4 we have Pedrero. And at number 5 Saavedra. At number 6 Edwards. 7 Silva. And 8 Escobar. At number 9 we have Torrealba. And at number 10 Fernandez, who's the captain. At number 11 there's Garafulek. At number 12 Ayarza. And at number 13 Casas. At number 14 we have another Garafulek, and at number 15 we have Uros. Now on the bench, number 16 we have another Escobar, at number 17 Luis, at number 18 Gurushaga, at number 19 Orchard, at number 20 Martinez, at number 21 Larenas, at number 22 Videla, and at number 23 Herreros. So yeah, I do apologise for those pronunciations, but like I asked, please do let me know down in the comments who the best players in this team are, what we should expect from this Chilean team. Scotland A. So at number 1 we have Jimmy Batty. At number 2 we have Dave Cherry. And at number 3 we have Javin Sebastian. At number 4 we have Jimmy Hodgson. And at number 5 we have Scott Cummings. At number 6 we have Ben Muncaster. At number 7 we have Luke Crosby, who's the captain. And at number 8 we have Matt Fagerson. Now in the back, starting at number 9 we have George Horn. And at number 10 Ross Thompson. At number 11 is Rufus McLean. At number 12 we have Sione Tuipulotu, who's the vice captain. And at number 13, Matt Curry. At number 14 we have Damien Hoyland. And at number 15 we have Ollie Smith. Now on the bench in the front row we have Johnny Matthews, Pierre Schumann and Murphy Walker. As the other backup forwards we have Glenn Young and Magnus Bradbury. As the backup scrum half we have Ali Price and Blair Kinghorn as the backup fly half, with Mark Bennett as the extra back on the bench. So I believe this is the first time any sort of Scotland team has played Chile. I don't know if there maybe been youth games, but I don't think Scotland A have played Chile before, and Scotland haven't played Chile before. It is a very interesting squad. It's a very strong squad from Scotland for an A team. This very much could be a test side. And I suspect the reason it is Scotland A and not just normal Scotland is they don't want a repeat of what happened in the USA in 2018, when the USA, of course, beat Scotland. I'm not sure, but if Scotland won that, they might not have been a third seeded team at the World Cup, which would have mean we would have avoided Ireland. But yeah, of course, it being an A game means there are a lot of unusual faces in this squad. Like Ollie Smith has never played for Scotland. Neither has a Matt Curry or Ben Muncaster. There's also a lot of players with very low caps for Scotland, such as Luke Crosby, Jamie Hodgson, Javin Sebastian, Dave Cherry, Ross Thompson and Damien Hoyland. Damien Hoyland, who hasn't played for Scotland in I think about 5 years. And of course is only Scotland A, so all of these players will be trying to break their way into the test squad for the Argentina games. Well, there's a couple of reasons why it's a very strong squad. One of them is it's only really Scotland-based players who are able to play. Javin Sebastian plays for Scarlets, but I think it's mainly the English Premiership that doesn't let players leave, not during an international window. Even though their seasons are finished, they're still not releasing their players for this game. That's why players like Kyle Rowe, for example, aren't in this team, because they actually aren't able to play. And another reason is it's a tour squad. So if this game was happening in Scotland, then maybe it would be a weaker squad, but it's also a tour squad. So they weren't going to fly out 23 players just to play in this game and then fly them home. These are all players who some of them might go home after this game. A lot of them will still be around for the remaining games against Argentina, and so they need to be capable of playing against another Tier 1 nation like Argentina. But how do I think this game will go? Well, having said I don't know what to expect, I am still pretty confident that Scotland A should win this game, but I have absolutely no idea by how much. Perhaps by it being a Scotland A game makes the SRU think that it'll be a fairly close game with this team that's out. But I'm going to say Scotland A by 15. I don't know if that's too much, not enough. I mean, for all I know, it could be a 50-point walloping or a 50-point walloping, either way, Have you thought about what the future of Scottish rugby might look like? Well, if you have, check out this Scotland Uncapped 15 for 2022.